So there's several different homes here in Florida. We're going to start from the smallest to the biggest. So the smallest would be a condo. A condo is kind of like an apartment. It's usually in some type of complex where there's many, many units, or sometimes it's not a lot of units, but there are multiple units, more than 2 units in that complex. So with a condo, it comes along with an HOA. An HOA stands for Homeowners Association. So you're going to have it's going to be, your condo is going to be governed by pretty much a group of people who kind of upkeep the premises and things like that. They have to look out for the roof, they have to look out for the grounds and things like that. So you're going to be under that. So you're not going to be able to do a lot with you're not going to be able to do a lot with the condo as you want to. Usually you're going to have to ask permission to do things. So that's basically a condo. A condo, wherever you go, don't think that, you're going to get in there and you're going to do whatever. Like, no, you have some rules. You got to understand. So when you're purchasing a condo, usually you'll get some type of regulations that they have, and rules and regulations, and you'll get to, read that over, take a look at that. And then you're like, they're too strict for me, or they're too this and that. And I don't want to do that. And then also with that HOA, you're usually paying some type of HOA fee. So along with your mortgage, you have a separate HOA fee. And that HOA fee can range anywhere from, $25 to over $500. I've heard that they get up there. Wow. So, and depending on how much it is, if it's on the lower end, they're not going to cover much stuff. They're not going to do much stuff. But if you have one that's in the higher end, they'll probably cut your grass. They'll probably take care of the roof, the outside. You have access to all the amenities and things like that. So it just depends on what that is. So you'll get all that information when you get the rules and regulations. So that's a condo. So then we'll go into a townhome. With a townhome, usually it's it could be one or two things. So a townhome can be a part of a multi-family unit. So that means like a duplex, which is 2 units, or a fourplex, which is 4 units. So that's usually how they come if it's in a multi-family, or if it's kind of like in a subdivision where there's lots of townhomes. So those are the difference. Sometimes with the multi-family units, they are owned by just a single owner or a company. So they may not have a HOA fee with the multifamily homes, but when you're in a subdivision where there is many townhomes, they more than likely you're going to have an HOA as well. And it's the same thing as with the condo. They're going to have their rules. They're going to have HOA fees and things like that. So going past the townhomes, then we get into the single family homes, which means the freestanding homes. So you'll have your own home with your own backyard, your own, whatever comes with the home. And they can range different as far as being on what type of land. The average is about a 1/4 acre, and they can go all the way up to 1 acre, 2 acres, depending on the area that you're in. Usually in areas where I'm sold homes, the area is called Loxahatchee, where they have it on more acres. Usually the homes are on an acre of land. And then if you're going into Port St. Lucie and stuff like that, it's more than likely going to be on a 1/4 acre of land. So those are the single family homes. Now, some of the single family homes do have an HOA if they're in a subdivision, and a subdivision just means that it's a community. So the community, sometimes it's a gated community, sometimes it's not. But if it's in that subdivision, a planned subdivision where a builder has built these homes, sometimes it will have an HOA as well. And like I said, the HOA is different depending on the subdivision as far as having the amenities, how much the HOA is going to cost, and things like that. But most homes, especially in the Port St. Lucie area, are not in subdivisions. They are single family homes, and they do not have an HOA. So it's very important when you're buying a house to know if you are in an HOA, if you're not in an HOA. So you know the rules, you know what you're getting into. Some people, they really just don't want to be bothered. Like, they don't want to have to ask someone, can they change the color to their front door? Like, they just want to do it if they want to do it. No. So they're like, I'd rather do not HOA. And some people like it. Some people prefer the HOA because usually within those subdivisions, they kind of keep a high standard. So you're not going to see homes that are needing to be cleaned, power washed, things like that. Their driveways don't look a mess and things like that. The grass is always cut, and that's good for if you're planning to sell, down the road. If it's a starter home, you're planning to sell 5 years from now, it's going to sell quickly. You can also find a good neighborhood where the homes sell quickly too. So it's honestly just a preference. If you like that HOA feel, if you like, having someone cut your grass and it's all included and everything. So it's just a matter of your preference. So that's that. So then those are the single family homes, and that's pretty much the homes that you'll see here in the South Florida area.
Welcome to GluFM.com, slated as North America's best streaming source for Caribbean entertainment news. The team utilizes the advent of enhanced technology to explore the digital arena of broadcasting, which competitors viewed us as an immediate citadel in the industry. We create a mix of up-to-the-minute contents and top music for the month on a compelling site of groundbreaking information. We are consistently seeking content writers, DJs, and producers to partake in our ongoing projects to be the best. Are you looking to start your online business? Do not hesitate. Send your inquiry to glufmads@gmail.com for more information.